Unless you're in a position to pay cash for a house, then you will almost certainly need a mortgage to make your home buying dreams come true. Put simply, a mortgage is just another name for a loan that is used to purchase property, including land. Mortgages for residential property can be for term as short as 5 years, and while technically there is not a maximum length for a mortgage term, you are unlikely to find any with a given term of longer than 40 years. Generally speaking, most mortgages tend to be for 25 years. A mortgage is a special type of loan also known as a secured loan or a first charge loan. This means that although a lender will lend you the money to buy your own property, they will retain a legal interest in the ownership property so long as the mortgage is outstanding. This legal interest is important to you for 2 reasons. Firstly, if you decide to sell your property, the lender will get paid back whatever is outstanding on the mortgage at the point of the sale first. This is where the term first charge gets its name. If you have a mortgage of £100,000 on a house that you sell for £175,000, then at the point of sale, your lender will be repaid what you owe them and anything over that. In this case, £75,000 will be paid to you. There is no law, rule or guarantee that the value of your property will always go up, although historically, the trend has always been upwards with some notable shorter-term falls in house prices. It is possible, and has happened, that the value owed to the lender can be more than the value of the property. When this happens, you'll still be responsible for any shortfall that occurs. The second thing about your mortgage being a secured loan concerns the repayments you make to the lender. All but a tiny amount of mortgages require you as the borrower to make regular, usually monthly, repayments. If you fail to make these repayments as agreed, then the lender can ultimately force the sale of the property and recover the outstanding balance that is owed to them. This amount not only can include the original amount you borrowed, plus any outstanding interest, it can also include any penalty charges and costs that may have been incurred whilst trying to recover the money they have lent you. The lender has this legal charge over your property as long as you have a mortgage with them, and it is one of the main conditions of the mortgage agreement that you pay the amount required each month in full and on time. But before you get too terrified about this, there is a process to protect you that needs to be followed before any lender tries to sell your home. All lenders understand that life isn't as straightforward, and if you find yourself in a situation where meeting the agreed repayments of a mortgage becomes difficult, as long as you are open and honest about your situation, most lenders will do their best to help you overcome any financial difficulty you may experience. Although the lender has the legal right to repossess, they will only do so as a last resort.